3, 2, 1, go!
All right, here we go. We are moving into the autonomous period. Robots are running completely by themselves with pre-programmed instruction. So far, on the Red Alliance, we have one robot made it into the autonomous zone, the center part of the field there. Over on the Blue Alliance, 2 robots made it in and both brought a container. There's no score at the end of that autonomous period. After the sound and after that first period, we then move into the teleoperated period where drivers take control of the robots. Blue Alliance is moving around so far. The very first part of the game, you see a lot of robots strategizing. It's kind of the build phase of the competition where they go and try to begin making stacks. In the middle part and the later part of the game, they start scoring those stacks. You'll see the green noodles flying out onto the field. You see blue ones being thrown from the Blue Alliance and red ones thrown from the Red Alliance. They have to make it past the middle step and past the very first zone called the landfill in order to score those. That blue one just scored. Each one of those are going to be worth 4 points. Many games are won and lost based on those pool noodles, also called litter, thrown onto the floor. One minute left of this match. Team 36-59 in control of a tote, working on going and stacking on another one. And here comes their partner, Team 36-46. Team Integra from Istanbul, stacking 4 in the scoring zone on the Blue Alliance. 35 seconds left of this match. Team 15-57, 12-volt Bolt scoring another 2 points. Each container is worth 2 points. If you're able to get one of those green bins on top, it triples the score of the stack. 15 seconds left of this match. That sound that you hear is the sound of the in-game period where noodles are no longer to be thrown onto the field. It means 20 seconds left. Currently, we have 5 seconds remaining. Here comes Team 36-46. Adding another container and then tripling the score at another 6 points for the noodle on top. Well done, Team 36.
3, 2, 1, go!
Jumping out quickly in autonomous mode are the Lakers. And Tech Tigers doing the same. Here comes 12-volt Bolt into the center of the field as well. All right, drivers now at the controls. Human loading happening on both sides of the field. You got Robots Garage on the red side with a container and a piece of litter ready to go. You've got Tech Tigers. They're going to be shuttling one at a time from that human loading station over to the scoring platforms. 12-volt Bolt working on the yellow cooperation totes. And the Lakers loading from the human on the red side as well. 86 with their elevator. Looks like it grabs one tote at a time. Coming up the back of their robot. 3 totes stack now for Tech Tigers on the Blue Alliance. Lakers bringing one over to the scoring platform. Resistance in possession of 4 of those gray totes. Trying to grab the 5th one. There they go, they've got it in their possession. Now with a recycling container comes the Tech Tigers. 3 high stack and a container. Nicely done, guys. The Lakers have a 2 high stack for red, moving over, trying to put it on top of a 1 high. They do, nice. Here come the Flashes, trying to work that landfill for the Blue Alliance. Cooperation happening at the center of the field. Tech Tigers. 2 totes in a stack, a 3rd one sitting on top of a gray tote. Tech Tigers gonna go for the 4th one to complete the cooperation set. 20 seconds left. Fourth tote is on there. Their 12-volt bolt decided they don't want the step. They want to go for the stack on the step. Here come the Tech Tigers trying to finish off the stack, and they do.
We've got movement on both sides of the field. 12-volt bolt grabbing that container and coming in. Can't quite tell from here if Night and Nerdy are in the autonomous zone. We'll see what the score says. They were 4 points for the Blue Alliance out of that autonomous period. Now the robots are under human control. Looks like Mars with their corrugated paper ramp working that human loader station, trying to get that container with a noodle in nice and good to go. There they go. Now they'll start working. Team 3627, the Jungle Robotics, has a second cooperation tote in their possession, making their way to the center step, trying to push it in. Big hit on the landfill from Cyborg Chakra, almost making a blockade from the jungle to get there, but they're able to do it in position. There you go, 2 containers on that center step. We'll see if the Blue Alliance can put 2 up from their side. Mars about to get a stack of 6 from the human loader as we pass 1 minute to play. There they go, going into position to score. Up and on. It's there, and they're, oh, they nudged it when they're backing away. Gotta watch out. It's very close on the edge. Strafing sideways with that Mecanum drivetrain, clearing it out. Nicely done. 12-volt bolt on the blue side, capping off a 2-stack with the container and a piece of processed litter. 20 seconds coming up. 12-volt bolt. Looks like they've got a stack of 2 cooperation totes. Can they make their way to the center of the field in 10 seconds? Slowly making their way in. Can they do it? Swerving in. Oh, they lose 1. It's on the step. That'll count for 20 points if they can get all 4 up there. It's on. I can't tell from here if it's all the way on or not. We will see in the final scores if it made it.
And green lights mean good things. Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, here they go. Autonomous mode. 15 seconds of pre-programmed robot action. Beachbotics, 12-volt bolt moving into the auto zone. No partner, though, so no auto bonus for the Blue Alliance. Drivers now in control of their machines. Looks like quickly heading to the human player station. As Robots Garage in possession of a container that now has a piece of litter in it. That will be worth 6 extra points if that container can be scored. Blue Alliance, Beachbotics, 2 totes in their possession, moving over to one of the scoring platforms, depositing those. Nicely done. Roaring Riptide now heading to the center step with 2 yellow totes in tow, looking for that cooperation bonus. 3 totes now on the center step. Here comes 12-volt bolt with the 4th one. 4 totes on the center step. That is a cooperation set. Roaring Riptide looks like they want to make that into a cooperation stack. They're going to back away. Be happy with the 20-point bonus for a cooperation set. Or maybe they're going to go for it. No, up and over. That's probably going to be 3 individual fouls for all 3 of those totes that got tipped over to the other side. Tough break for the Red Alliance. Noodle coming to your game announcer. No extra points for that. Meanwhile, Robots Garage for the Red Alliance putting up a 6-tote stack with a recycling container and a piece of litter. 42 points. That's the maximum that a stack would be worth. 20 seconds left. The litter can no longer be thrown. Robots Garage with that second completed stack. Moving towards the platform. 5 seconds left now. 3, 2, 1. Two completed stacks for the 2-1 rush.
1251 Tech Tigers going for 2 of those containers, not able to get either of them. 1557 12-volt bolt. Normally a consistent autonomous, not quite working for him this time. That's okay, no points scored on either side. Robots now under teleoperated control. Jockeying for position. Team 846 Funky Monkey working the landfill. Already getting 1 container, 1 tote inside their robot. Team 79 Crunch, the veterans from Tarpon Springs, have a container filled up with that piece of litter. Should they score, that piece of litter will count for an extra 6 points. On the red side of the field, 12-volt bolt, flinging totes across the carpet to the center of the field, using those long arms. Guess they're trying to get up and grab. Not quite enough reach. Oh, 846 Funky Monkey losing the stack of 5 they were working on from the litter. All those totes landing on their lids. Not what they wanted to have happen. With 70 seconds left to play. 12-volt bolt still not quite able to. There it goes, flipping that center container over onto their side. 1251 Tech Tigers making a stack of 4 from a stack of 3. They've been slowly working on it through the match. Nicely done. They're very quick at scoring those containers. They've got 1 in their grasp. Human player trying to get the noodle down inside that container. They do, nicely done. 12-volt bolt has one without a piece of litter inside of it. They back away to allow Tech Tigers to get the extra 6 points, and there they go, nicely done. Funky Monkey's yellow containers in that beautiful yellow machine, trying to score those cooperation totes. With 20, they get a hit from their alliance partner, Crunch. We will see if the Funky Monkeys can push that up and on. Oh, it's falling over and across. Not gonna get the bonus and the penalty from that container falling on the other side as time is running out.
Three, two, one, go!
And here we go in autonomous mode. Robots moving according to pre-programmed instructions. Looks like the Blue Alliance is going for that cooperation tote set. Let's see if they get it. Looks like one of those yellow totes may have been over the tape. Not gonna get credit for that. They have to be completely within that auto zone to earn the 4-point autonomous bonus. Red Alliance team, 12-volt bolt, looking to acquire those 2 yellow totes. Gonna work on that cooperation set. They've got two. They're going to make their way over to the step and start off that cooperation stack. They're hoping to be met there by a Blue Alliance robot with two more of those totes. Down go the totes for 12-volt bolt. They are in position. Meanwhile, the Stealth Tigers able to get two of those three totes from the human player onto that scoring platform. And IMC, their partner, working on two of their own at the other human loading station. Nerds of Prey scoring one gray tote. And 12-volt bolt looking to place a recycling container on top. There they go, nicely done. Smash sitting in that corner, quietly collecting what looks to be a 4-tote stack. A 3-tote stack with a container and a piece of litter. That'll be worth 24 points if they can get it onto a scoring platform in the next 5 seconds. They're running out of time. Oh, it knocks over as time expires.
Two, one, go!
Team 1557, 12-volt bolt, bringing their tote and a container into the autonomous zone. 2905, bringing a tote, had a container but lost it. 3556 brought a container. .12-volt bolt, placing the very first cooperation tote onto the step. They've got to let go of it. Here comes team 2905, the Sultans of Turkey. They're in control of two of the yellow totes going for the center stack. Meanwhile, team 1557 in control of what could be that fourth tote. Over on the blue side of the field, you see both 3556 and 4901. Over at the human player feeder zones. 3556 gets smart, in control of three totes and a container and a piece of recycled litter. Let's see if they can score it. 1 minute left. Lots of points scored for the Blue Alliance. Here comes team 4901 from South Carolina, scoring a stack of 4. We have 3 yellow totes scored on the step. They need a 4th one in order to get the huge bonus. 30 seconds to do it. .846 trying to score 2 points. They lose the container on top of that stack. 1557 scoring 2 points for red. 10 seconds left. Get smart, trying to make their way, trying to get this score down as is 4901. 2 seconds. Get smart, running out of time.
Clock. And green means go. Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, here we go, autonomous mode. Red Alliance robots moving towards the center. Might they get that bonus? I see 2 robots. Looks like 12-volt bolt might be over that tape. That's going to be no good if they are. Looks like they gave them those 4 bonus points. Nicely done, Red Alliance, collecting that robot set. Drivers now in control of these machines. ETEP lining up at the human player station. They've got a container with a piece of litter in it and a 1 tote. They're going to move that off to the side, save that for later. There already is 1 yellow tote on that center step. Minotaur going to add 2 more yellow totes to it. The Ninjineers doing some loading over at the human player station for the Blue Alliance. They've got a recycling container and 2 totes in tow, now making it a 3rd. 12-volt bolt, putting a 2-stack on top of a single tote with the container. See if they can disengage from that. 12-volt bolt still working at that scoring platform. 3 yellow totes sitting on the step. A 4th one would be worth 20 points. If they could stack it on top of those 3, that would be worth 40 points for both alliances. Running out of time to do that, though. Only 20 seconds left as the final noodles are thrown. 6 high stack recycling container with a piece of litter. For the Ninjineers, it's up, it's good. ETEP placing 1 on top of 3. That's 4 high with a container. As time expires. On the line. 3, 2, 1, rush.
Look at 180. They try to grab 2 containers. Looks like their alliance partner may have stopped them. Can't really tell if I'm here. Meanwhile, 1557 brings a container and a tote into the autonomous zone. (1557) quick little robot placing down a tote on top of the step. Rookie team out there, team 57-22. The Seahawks score 2 points for the Red Alliance. 1557 puts another tote on top of the step, and here comes team 386, team Voltage. Placing the next 2. And it's going to count 40 points for both Red and Blue Alliance. Blue Alliance young player throws a piece of litter under the red side of the field, and another one, 8 points total. 386 Voltage gets 2 points scored over there for the Red Alliance. .386 scoring 4 more points for the Red Alliance. And the human player over there on the red side of the field scoring 4. Huge noodle over there. Scored for Blue. Piece of litter all over the field. The field is littered. Litter in the field. 40 seconds left. Team 2974 doing a whole lot of work over there for the Red Alliance. They stacked 2 stacks of 4, 2 containers, and 2 pieces of recycled litter. Huge scores for the Red Alliance.
from that Walton Robotics team. Here comes another 3 totes, score for red. 10 seconds left. Three, 2, 1. Qualifying match of the day. 5283 brings their robot and the cooperation tote to the autonomous zone. 1557 brings the container. 744 grab a container from the middle of the field and brought it over. Looks like that may have been a container set. Yes, it is. Locking it in, 8 points for the Red Alliance. Well done for scoring autonomous mode. All 3 containers were in the autonomous zone. .744 placing 2 stacks of 2. 21 not moving on the field. Looks like they're having some issues, but there's plenty of time to get it worked out. Here comes team 5283, the Torque team, placing a second competition tote on the step. Red Alliance human player scoring 4 with some litter. Oh, and another 4 stuck inside of 5283's robot. 5283 just got speared with a javelin. One minute left of this match. $15.57 had a container but loses it. 744 turns 2 stacks of 2 and the 2 stacks of 3. 12-volt bolt scoring 2 totes. Meanwhile, team 456 Siege Robotics getting a stack of 4 in a container with recycled litter. .744 loses the container, falling to the ground. 25 seconds remaining. 29-16, Bionic Bear scoring 2 more points for the Blue Alliance. 15 seconds. 744 now working the containers. They've only got 9 seconds. There's a whole lot of containers in their way. Can they do it in 5? They lose it. They're not going to get it. 3, 2, 1. Is it going to be enough to be the top rank?